Hi and welcome to my channel once again. Can you see how cold it is down here? We're expecting snow today, so it's cold in the shed, let alone outside. I may have to put the heater on. Anyway, welcome to part 3 of wood turning, and we've got to the stage where I'm going to do some sanding on the bowl. So let's just remind ourselves of what the bowl looks like at the moment. So this is how we left it, I kind of got to the stage where I felt that it was time to sand the bowl down. I think I've got most of this as smooth as I possibly can. There is still some tool marks on here, but I'm not expert enough to get this any smoother with the chisels. So we're going to start sanding. Let me just remind you of what these series of wood turning videos are about. It's just about me following someone else's instructions. I'm a beginner, I'm a total beginner. I'm no expert, I'm not trying to teach anybody how to make bowls. I'm just using an experiment, really, if you like, to see if I can turn a bowl from instructions on YouTube. So this is the sanding device I'm going to use, which has been recommended. It's a sandpaper disc on a tool device that rotates like this, and you'll see it in operation. I can stick different grits of sandpaper onto this and then onto the work itself. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a 120 grit and work down to about 400. That's the recommendation. So we'll start with something that's quite, well, I don't think it's that severe actually, feeling the paper. But we're going to start with this and work our way down to a finer grit, 400 probably, and see how it goes. Let's see what happens. So as it's going to get dusty, I'm going to put a respirator on. There's going to be fine particles coming off this, and it's always best in an enclosed area to use a proper respirating mask, so I'm going to do that. I probably won't use my face shield. I don't think there's anything large going to come off here. So yeah, added protection today. Yeah, that's working okay. I'm going to reduce the size of this and put another grit on, but it's certainly getting smoother, so that's working. But I think I've got a smaller discs. This is 3 inch and I'm going to use 2 inch. So this is what it looks like at the moment. I think it's come out quite well. It's very, very smooth. I'm quite happy, and the next stage is to put some oil on, and we're going to use some Danish oil. So first of all, I'm going to spread this on, and it should bring up the luster and what's called chatoyance. That's a new word that I've learned today. Luster and chatoyance. Have I got that right? Let's see. So, Danish oil. I'm going to put this on with a paper towel as has been recommended. You could use a cloth, I suppose, but a paper towel, kitchen towel is okay as well. So let's spread some of this oil on. It certainly changes the whole colour of the bowl, and I'm hoping that oil is seeping into the wood. You have to be careful. There's a lot of sawdust around as well. I don't really want that sticking to the surface. But, what we're going to do is, once this oil's seeped in, I'm just going to put a little bit more on, I think. And I'm going to leave that in a minute and have a cup of coffee and come back. Certainly the chatoyance is coming out. I can see it. It's cold down here, as I've said. If it was a warmer day, this oil would probably be a little bit thinner and actually soak in better. I'm quite pleased with that. But of course, we're not over yet. There's more to do. So let's let that oil seep in, and we'll come back soon. So now I've given it time for the Danish oil to dry, and using the same paper towel, I'm going to spin the lathe up and burnish the oil into the wood. One more time. Just a bit more heat. We're doing this so the oil becomes a bit more liquefied, I guess. Okay, let's have a close-up of that then. I think you can see there's quite a bit of shine on this now. It's glaring into the camera. So there's a few more bits to do to this, but I'm waiting for some product to arrive. So the next stage will be to put some sealer on this and then some wax, and then we can continue with the other side. Another cold one down in the shed, and next stage is to put on some cellulose sealer onto the wood. So that's what I'm going to do next. So it's just a matter of using 80%, I'm told, of cellulose sealer and 20% of thinners, and just to put this on with a paper towel again and letting it dry. So let's see what happens with this. So I've got my mix here. I've mixed it up, and it's just a matter of really just putting it on and letting it soak into the wood. I guess what it's going to do is seal in the oil, the Danish oil that I've put on. So it's just a matter really of, as I say, spreading this around, letting it soak in, and then kind of going to take it off in a way. But once this is dry, we'll move on. I'll just put a little bit more on, I think. Just let that really soak in. The fumes from this aren't great, and I'm very mindful that really I should leave this now and come back to it once it's dried and getting out of these fumes. So that's it. So let's come back to this once it's dried. And so all of this is finished now. As you can see, I've reversed the faceplate onto the bottom of the bowl now, and we can start to cut into the actual bowl itself, and this will be our part 4. So I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. As I said before, or I have said before, this is just me trying things out. I'm no expert, but I'm trying to make a bowl for the first time, just using various instructions from YouTube. It seems to be going okay so far. I'm quite pleased with the outcome, but we've still got to hollow out this part here. So, and then of course finish that part as well. So that's going to be the part 4 and the wrap up for this series of videos on wood turning a bowl. So bye from me for now, and look out for the next part soon. Bye.